Hi, I'm Chris Koltay and welcome to Soyuz Sessions. We're at High Bias Recordings in Detroit, Michigan, and we just recorded the band Market. I'm going to walk you through how we have everything set up. Let's dig into it. Market are a two-piece progressive rock band from Detroit, Michigan, with a drummer and a keyboard player. The drummer sings lead vocals and the keyboard player plays 3 different keyboards. He handles the bass with a Moog Matriarch. The majority of his comping is done with a Yamaha organ through various effects. And then there's a crazy wild fuzz synth that's a Crumar Traveler going through a fuzz face and into a Vox wah-wah pedal. We decided to split all of the signals and go with a variety of direct, launcher, and amplified signals. And we used a couple of Fender amps, an Ampeg, and a trainer. And we mic'd the Fenders with the 1973 and the Ampeg and the trainer with the Soyuz 023. We did sort of a standard thing that we do here at High Bias. We'd use a D6 on the kick drum through a 7603 and a DBX 165. The snare is a Soyuz 023 through a P1 and a 165. The snare bottom is an EV635 through an Earthworks preamp. The hi-hat is a Soyuz 013 through an API preamp. The rack and floor are handled by 2 Josephson E22S's that are both going into Hamptone FET preamps. Overheads, we went with the Glenn Johns configuration. We used the Soyuz 017s. We went with a FET for the overhead position, and on the floor side, we went with the tube mic. And we ran both of those through a Jensen transformerless preamp. We also threw a Coles 4038 in the mix and ran that through a Cytec preamp. Today was my first time hearing the 1973, and I was a little bit worried about putting a microphone that's this articulate, like right up on the grill of a screaming Fender amp. And we got great takes of stuff that sounded incredible, I thought, and the mic didn't even break a sweat. And similarly, using the 023 on the snare with the 20 dB pad, I was like, how's this gonna sound? And I think it turned out great. And that's due a lot in part to being able to use these kind of intense pads and being able to use a condenser in a room with like a blaring rock band. It's not something maybe you would do every day, but the 023 in particular is it is the condenser mic that you can put in situations where you wouldn't put a condenser mic. And the 1973 today proved itself to be in that same class.